Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to, and I haven't said this for a long time, what seems like a long time, welcome to a Doctor Who reaction. Ooh. I feel at this point that I could do an entire ramble on Doctor Who at the moment, since for the last season and the season before it, and my opinions thereof, but I think that can wait, and I think we'll just get on with the Christmas, New Year, whatever it is special, Revolution of the Daleks, I think that's what it's called. And of course, I didn't see the trailer, but I do know the spoilers. I know who's coming back, apparently. And I know who's apparently leaving at the end. So there's no surprises there. The BBC have done, as usual, a piss poor job of keeping the secrets of the show to themselves. Again, I could do a whole ramble on that. I'm not going to. How we left it before was a very divisive season finale, The Timeless Children. I don't think I've ever seen the fandom this divisive before. Not only have we got the Not My Doctors who can't accept a female in the role, and Whittaker in general, they don't like her. I've got no objections of that. I don't mind a female doctor. I don't mind Jodie Whittaker. I don't even mind Chibnall, although I haven't got the confidence in Chibnall that I did have with Stephen Moffat and Russell T Davies, because outside of Doctor Who I don't really know Chibnall's work. So when you get an episode that isn't so great, I haven't got that confidence that I had before that he's going to be able to pull it out and pull something good out of this. And I suppose Timeless Children does fall into that category. It divided the fandom. Nobody knew really how to take it. That and the Ruth Doctor. What's my opinions? I think people have got it all wrong. And I think we don't really know where Chibnall's going with this. We know he's got a master plan. We just don't know what it is yet. But I think that the Master has got it all wrong, and that the Doctor is not the Timeless Child. The reason I say this is twofold. One, the point of view we see the Doctor's memories, which we know were transferred to her by the Master directly from the Matrix. So they're not actually her memories, they're what the Matrix recorded, implanted directly into her brain. And her point of view is not of the Timeless Child, it's of Tectoane. I think the Doctor is Tectoane. And possibly the Master is the Timeless Child, driven insane by the constant memory wipes. Of course, this completely contradicts the End of Time explanation of where the Master's madness came from. But that's Doctor Who in general, isn't it? It's always contradicting itself. So nothing new there. Yeah, I think. That's why the Master hates the Doctor so much, because he really found out that he had been experimented on by the former incarnation of the Doctor, known as Tectoane. Doctor could mean different things. Maybe he wasn't so much a doctor as an experimenter. That's going down a really dark path. But maybe that's where Chibnall's going with this. Set the Doctor up to be a god among gods, only for it to be revealed that no, he's the devil in this scenario, or she, or he, whatever incarnation happens to be around at that point. Let's go on with this, shall we? So where we left it, the Jadoon had infiltrated the TARDIS somehow and captured the Doctor, back from the orders they were given in Fugitive of the Jadoon. And they've placed her in a prison. Maybe even Sharda. Sharda? It was Sharda the name of the prison? Yes, it was, wasn't it? Maybe they've placed her in Sharda. Or some remnant of it. I don't know. I don't know how all this is going to pan out. So let's all see our favourite person come back, and we're going to go in 1, 2, 3.
There'll be someone waiting at Depository 23.
Long time since we opened that one. Whatever that is. Is it safe?
Just get it there quick as you can.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I get a cup of tea in there, please? Thank you.
I think that cafe owner isn't who... I don't know. Yeah, obviously spy or alien agent. And that thing is obviously still alive. You can see anything inside it though. It's an empty shell that they're going to fill. Oh, they're going to use the Daleks as crowd control.
We all know the problems facing the world today. The problem is obvious. Here's the solution.
Yes. Police Daleks and extermination bolt. Oh, okay, Sonic.
I forgot you were here.
What about this face? Remember this?
Ah, Jack. That's where you've sprung up from.
I knew you would look better in these colors than me. A breakout ball. Freezes time temporarily, breaks through walls. Only problem is, it doesn't last long. Hi!
Have you had work done?
You can talk. Now shut up and run.
That was close.
Took 19 years to get to the cell next to you.
How did you manage to smuggle that in here?
You really want me to answer that? I missed you. Very much. Let's go.
It's intelligent. I hooked it into the intraneural network and there were flickers of activity. It understood our systems immediately.
You did what?
It knows everything now.
Overreached, Leo. I want this incinerated immediately. What? No argument.
It can hear you.
I want to see a trace of this. This never happened. You never showed it to me.
It's going to protect itself. Like that. Here she comes. Boom.
Hi. I was in space jail.
You what? Guess who got her out?
You all met Jack, right?
Hey, Silver Fox. So, what's new on planet Earth?
Dalek.
That got their attention.
Forward.
It's a Dalek factory.
So you've had dealings with Daleks as well, then?
Yeah, they killed me once, long time ago. No big deal.
You look pretty healthy for a corpse.
I know, right? I can be killed, but I come back to life pretty quick. Partially her fault, partially a friend of hers on Earth called Rose. But she's trapped in a parallel universe now.
She's what? Dalek DNA traced Japan. Saka. Well, sort of. If you're dealing with Daleks, you are way out of your depth.
What is that thing?
I want to know what you're doing right now. And don't try calling security, because I just want your phone lines.
What is the matter with you people? Hmm? Do you want to know what I'm doing? I'll show you myself.
They're empty.
Then they're okay then.
Messing with things you don't understand. The creature these are modeled on is the most evil killing machine in the universe.
You're getting much too excited about a bunch of 3D printed shapes.
So what are you doing at your
Yes.
We don't have a facility in Osaka.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
In my time, there are whole agri-planets that look like this, shipping food all over galaxies.
Your time?
51st century.
Get lost.
Seriously, Beauchene Peninsula. Maybe one day I'll take you there.
I like the way he says that he'll take her there.
Had a rough time then. This is a clone farm. They're not growing food here, they're
Growing Daleks.
growing Daleks.
You got one lot breeding Daleks, and you got another breeding, making the shells for them. They look scary as hell, regardless. I'm sorry, but even if you didn't know what a Dalek was, that would look scary. Face hugger. Doesn't matter. Let him die. Then the Dalek can go off, and then he can come back to life again. Oh, okay. Then now things are serious. Get out of there. Oh, right. They teleport directly in. Oh my god, it's a massacre. These are old Daleks from the past.
Ship you never want to see arriving on your planet.
What's on it?
Death Squad Daleks. Think of them like the SAS of Daleks.
Only way more brutal.
More like the SS of Daleks.
But they're gonna kill more humans.
They don't care about humans. They're the enforcers of the Dalek race. To combat Daleks, you brought more Daleks. Yes.
So the Death Squad Daleks are going to destroy these Daleks because these Daleks aren't pure.
You are impure. The Dalek race
Yeah.
must have purity. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oh, war.
Exterminate the impure.
That's the thing about Daleks. For a race born out of mutation, they're pretty obsessed with purity.
Yeah.
Product. Maybe I can make a claim on insurance.
Jack, I need you to be ready to get everyone off that ship and detonate. Yes, I'll tell you when.
What about the other Daleks?
I'm dealing with them.
I'm a bit lost. Alert! Alert! That didn't sound good. You want to get that? Attack the TARDIS!
You don't want to let them in the TARDIS. What are you doing?
There's Daleks everywhere. We've got to get us out of here.
Grab hold!
Now, Jack, get off the ship.
Intruders identified!
I'm Captain Jack Harkness, and I'm immortal.
Oh, mate, you fell for the old switcheroo. Awkward. That's not my TARDIS. I had a
It's the
spare one
Master's.
lying around, so I used the chameleon circuit to make it look like mine, and guess who fell for it? You guys.
It's now a prison.
No, you don't. Sorry. I've programmed it to fold in on itself and send itself to the heart of the void, which will, of course, break it apart and destroy you in the process. Thanks for helping today. Won't be seeing you later.
You will not escape us, Doctor!
Yes, I will. Every time.
That's a bit cruel to the TARDIS. Or that TARDIS. Considering the TARDIS is a living thing.
We did it! It's not a place, it's a restaurant where every course is meringue. Furniture. Plus the waiters.
Love it.
What's that?
Ready?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay here.
And Graham's going to stay to look after him.
I'm ready. I wanna be at home with my grandson. What?
I just thought I'd have a place to myself, you know?
Such luck.
It's okay to be sad.
Indeed. Well, what did we make of that then, eh? I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good hour. Hour and 20 minutes well spent. Daleks versus Daleks. Old school versus new school. Okay, so I didn't know that there was going to be an end piece after the credits, and I didn't record it. But it was unimportant, I think. So, we say goodbye to Ryan and Graham in this episode. Knew that they were leaving anyway. And I thought it was a rather fitting farewell. A lot less dramatic than previous companions leaving, with memory wipes or trapped in alternative realities, killed, etc, etc. It's actually very nice to get a companion that just leaves because they want to. We got Jack back, which again we knew was going to happen, but they introduced Jack fairly early on into the episode, so it was a spoiler, but not necessarily a bad one. 19 years she spent in that prison, and we get Jack back 15 years after he first appeared in Doctor Who. But it's only been a year for Yaz and the crew, and they were all narky with her that she'd left them for 10 months. She should have turned around and said, "Oi, excuse me, it's been 19 years for me. You think you got it bad?" I didn't really like seeing that side of Yaz, although it's a small thing. Leo and Robertson were pretty good characters, pretty well rounded, and Patterson, Joe Patterson, the Prime Minister. I thought they were fairly good, well rounded character. I can tell that Joe Patterson was based on Harriet Jones, not entirely, completely different character, but I could see a lot of Harriet Jones in the character of Joe Patterson. Then again, I suppose you're going to see these similarities in a show that's been running for 50 odd years. Daleks versus Daleks. Oh, come on. We haven't seen that since the last time we saw it, and I don't even remember when that was. Have we had Daleks versus Daleks in the? Yes, of course we have. Yes, in the Martha period. We had Daleks versus Daleks when they were trying to evolve. But it was a nice touch. You know, the only thing that can stop a Dalek now is another Dalek. And it made for some quite interesting scenes. I rather enjoyed, and I did enjoy this episode a lot. It's the first episode in a long while that I've actually watched. I've rewatched immediately after watching it. I haven't had that excitement for a rewatch for quite a while. Not since Chibnall started, really. Maybe Spyfall. But I wonder what these new Dalek, because the new Daleks, the Robertson Daleks that he created, they were slightly changed from the ones we saw in the last Resolution episode, the last Christmas episode. They had a sleeker, more diamondy look. And I'm just worried that they're going to get called the Robertson Daleks, which is a really boring name. Like the Loomis Cybermen. Call them the Diamond Daleks. That's what I'm going to call them anyway. Because they had that sort of diamond look to them. I'm waffling, of course. And it's because I can't read what I've written. The ending. I'm not sure about that, though. We've established a long time ago that the TARDIS is alive. It's a living thing with a consciousness that knows what it is. That much has been established. So ordering one to self-destruct, more or less, to collapse in on itself is rather cruel punishment, even if it is the Master's TARDIS. And I got that wrong, didn't I, at the beginning? That's one of the problems of recording late at night when my brain's fuzzy. I usually record in the mornings, but I had to get this one done as quickly as possible. And I thought the house was the Doctor's TARDIS for some reason, even though the Doctor's TARDIS hasn't been able to change shape in 50-something years, and could be thousands of years from the Doctor's perspective. But it didn't occur to me. Brain fart. And then we got this end piece. Let's talk about that quickly. John Bishop has been introduced as the new companion. I was going to say new Doctor there. John Bishop has got a very doctory look to him. I think he could play the Doctor very, very convincingly. But he's been introduced as the new companion alongside Yaz, another older person. So I'm thinking that Chris Chibnall has at least listened to fans, or at least taken note that Graham, despite not being a particularly well-rounded character, was immensely popular. So they've gone with a sort of, not a Bradley Walsh lookalike, but someone very, very similar. Greying hair, older, a comedian / entertainer. I think it's a good choice. I'm surprised that John Bishop hasn't been in Doctor Who before now, in all honesty. So we've got this 2021 season to look forward to. We don't know when it's going to come. Probably late. I don't know if they were filming during 2020 because of the COVID. And if they were, then the filming would have been very restricted. So we might end up with this season very late in the year. If they're filming it this year and then they're going to release it this year. I hope so. I hope they take the time, because this has proven, I think, it's been 10 months since we had a Doctor Who, and this episode was really good for a special. And I judge the specials differently than I judge the episodes that are in seasons. The specials should be fun and entertaining and not taken too seriously. And okay, then this was a Dalek episode, and Daleks are always serious, but it was still fun, and it didn't really have that much bearing on what has come before. It was kind of standalone. So it fits all my criteria of being a very, very good episode. As far as the specials go, I would put it as a 7 or an 8. I mean, there are better specials, but there are worse ones as well. The music. Sigun Akinola. I will get his name in my head eventually. Sigun Akinola. The reason his name hasn't stuck fully for me yet, even 2 seasons in, is because his music has been adequate. Yeah, it's fitted the scenes. It's been effective in drawing you into the episode, but there's been nothing outstanding. Like with Murray Gold, even right in the first season, we had like Rosie's theme and the Doomsday theme in the second season. Like really outstanding pieces of music. And since Sigun has taken over as the chief musician, we've had nothing outstanding. We've had adequate. And I know adequate is good enough, and most people won't really care, but I kind of do. I'd like to hear some shining theme that stands out above the rest of the music and really draws you into it. I can think of so many Murray Gold ones over the 10 seasons that he did, 11 seasons. Yeah, okay then. I suppose I should give Mr. Akinola a little bit more of a chance to come up with something. But as yet, I'm not entirely convinced. We'll see what he can come up with for first season. Well, for his third season. That's about it. I think we'll leave it there. I have got loads more to say about Doctor Who in general, but I think that should be saved for some other time. I've got nothing more to say about this particular episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Until then, bye bye.